Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Freelancer on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and we have successfully made it back to Planet Manhattan for a cutscene.
Don't move. Just listen.
Lonigan, where have
Stay
you...
still.
Hey,
I
Lonigan.
had to kill a man to escape today. What's one more? Why are you still here? Don't you see what's going on?
No, we don't.
Time Splitters 2 called. They want their hand designs back.
It's not just them. It's Liberty. The artifacts. They're after something.
Look, let's just talk about this.
No more talking. I know what I'm doing now. I have a plan. I wanted to warn you. I felt I owed it to you.
Sir, if you want to threaten somebody, make sure the end of your gun is actually pointed at their
Get
head.
out of Liberty while you still can.
Well, he's not trying to threaten us. He's trying to warn us to leave. He's just not entirely certain of who he can trust. So.
Nice to see you again.
Well, I don't trust that guy.
Interesting. I'm looking for Junko Zane. Have you seen her lately?
Yeah. She asked me to tell you to meet her on the terraforming station on California Minor.
Anything else?
No, that was all. Drink, Mr. Trent?
No, thanks. I better get going.
Thanks, barkeep.
They'll be back. They always come back to my little watering hole.
Well, I mean, Planet Manhattan's got to have more than just one bar, right? I mean, it is a civilized planet and all.
Now sporting an impressive 3 million different bars you can hit up at any given time. Stop in today.
I can't tell you specifics right now. Let's just say Ashcroft provided us with the information we hoped for.
Yay!
California Minor as soon as you can.
On our way, Miss Junko.
I need you on this one, Trent. I'll be waiting for you.
So is that a little bit of teasing, Mr. Cloud?
I mean, any amount of interaction between female and male characters will definitely it activates a different portion of the brain than what some of the other, whether the personal saying, hey, how about that drink, or I see you have a health bar, I'm gonna kill you. A little variety of experiences with the characters we see.
This is the West Point Military Academy. We will not be stopping here. Bye, West Point. So, a good portion of this episode is actually us, attempting to continue on with some story elements that we've set up. So, but it's also a lot more traveling around. I will say that I actually do enjoy, whilst I'm playing this, the space travel. But I will also see finally that there is a bit too much of it. But it's space. It's supposed to be massive, damn it.
That's why fast travel is a thing in open world games. Is you appreciate all the time that you spend flying from place to place, but then you come to appreciate all the more. Oh, this loading screen is going to take the place of all this flying around that I've been doing. But if I close my eyes and I think back on the times that I spent in Freelancer, one of the most awesome space fighting games I've ever played in my entire life, or will ever hope to, that these memories will come back, and I realize, I'm glad that the game is saving me on just this one little cost.
But Freelancer never gets a fast travel system because it was made before fast travel existed.
I was with you on Freeport 7. We met on the rescue ship. Something's going on. I'm being followed. Other survivors from Freeport have disappeared. Please meet me on Los Angeles.
And then...
Damn it. Brandon Rowlett, you are under arrest. Cut your engines and stand down.
Guys, I'm right here. You almost got me.
Navy operation. Do yourself a favor and keep this quiet.
Okay, so I tried, what happened here is that I tried to actually, dash away from them, and instead I ended up crashing into them. So now,
So now they think
Yeah,
that,
they have the ability to two-shot you, so...
better luck next time.
Thankfully, the quick save happens. The quick save happens after the cutscene, so...
Right, so they despawned all of those dudes. You didn't accidentally fly into anybody. So then they don't think that you're a threat because you didn't inflict damage on them, even though that was totally accidental. I'm trying to think of another game that did that too, that had that problem. Like, look, man, I wasn't trying to fight you. I wasn't trying to push you.
As far as I know,
the game made me do it.
Games and the Elder Scrolls games have that problem too, where if you accidentally use offensive magic instead of properly interacting with people, you can immediately become the second most wanted person on the continent.
Oh, guys, I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to heal you. I pushed the wrong button. You'll understand, won't you?
No, they will not.
I mean, I think that heal other is like one of the dumber techniques that you can get for an Elder Scrolls game. For the record, they can handle themselves. Worry about yourself.
I actually like having heal other in single player RPGs. To be perfectly honest, there's a lot of roleplay that can be accomplished off of that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, when you're good at it.
All right. So this is actually a lot more rogues than what we are normally used to fighting. You know, like like 2 full squadrons of level 2 rogues. But at least they're actually dropping a bunch of shield batteries for us.
Flying around at the speed of sound. Got loot, gotta kill all these bad guys.
I don't actually remember how a Night of the Wind goes, Mr. Cloud.
Incoming
to be
missile.
perfectly honest, when it comes to 3D Sonic soundtracks, I am still convinced that Sonic Heroes has got the best opening. Mostly because Sonic Heroes, the title track, is just that goddamn. You know, it pumps you up a shit ton for an opening track.
Won't have to hold much longer. Don't ever let go.
Although All Hail Shadow is also a really good track. Alright, almost all of the roads. Almost all the roads are down. Just got this last one left. Then we can continue on our way to California.
Wazowski. Hey, come on, there's a lady waiting for us at the bar. I want to get going and get a drink.
Thankfully, Trent is not an alcoholic. We got some scrap metal, we got a javelin missile launcher and a countermeasure dropper, and a bunch of javelin missiles.
Anyway, after that minor interruption,
back to flying to California. Alright, so Mr. Cloud, white and blue stars. What are the primary difference in light spectrum wavelengths between white, blue, and yellow stars?
Well, I mean, there's a pretty wide discrepancy in electromagnetic frequency between yellow and blue, for one thing. The colors that you see when you look at stars are a product of the metals that they're producing.
So blue stars are primarily made of cobalt?
No, because you got to think like what we recognize as cobalt on Earth. That's because of temperature and because of atmosphere. You got to think that these elements are being produced at, you know, several thousands of degrees Fahrenheit. So they may take on a different appearance and structure when you see them as they're getting popped out of stars. Welcome to planet Siberia.
No. We are on planet California Minor. And yes, California Minor is in fact an ice planet.
And versus California Major.
I think California Major is actually
dreaming.
a green planet over an ice planet, but I don't really remember because I don't think we ever actually end up going to California Major in story, so.
We don't really talk about California Minor. We talk about California Major. It's more readily recognizable. California Minor, that's where we send all of the empty canisters of nicotine and beer. As you can see, we're not smoking enough and we're not drinking enough beer. But in time, this entire ice-filled crap hole will be filled with our shit.
Sell our scrap metal, then into the bar. I honestly should have upgraded my shield here, but I chose not
If you wanted to see me, you could have picked a quieter place.
I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Well, this is low, I'll give you that.
The reason I called you here, Trent,
Low.
apart from your
Get
glittering
low,
social
get low,
commentary,
get
is
low.
to help you do a job. Ashcroft finally talked. Are you interested?
I mean, this is the main story quest, so yeah, I'm more or less interested.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to think about it a little while
Ashcroft's
longer.
interrogation has given us a whole new perspective on the inner workings of the artifact smuggling ring. Apparently, there's someone working on the inside in Liberty. We don't know who yet. We think in the Navy, maybe even an officer. My CO has ordered
Characters at the edge of the screen may not finish getting to the edge of the screen before they despawn completely.
Again, widescreen televisions weren't that. Widescreen televisions and monitors were not commonplace in 2004. So.
Down their top man. Again.
Oh, so they assumed that there was going to be a portion at the edges of the screen that was not visible.
Codename Aurelian was shot and killed while trying to escape from Liberty into Rhineland space. In addition, Liberty officials have also just released his real name.
Sam Lonigan.
How did you know that?
I met him on Freeport 7. He was a tradesman, or at least I thought he was.
You must have been doing recon before the attack.
It wasn't before, it was during. He almost died. Doesn't make sense. He wasn't smart enough to be a terrorist, let alone... He was trying to tell me...
Oh, back in 2004, when we believed that you needed to have some level of intellect in order to, you know, commit acts of terrorism.
Well, he's dead now. Come on, Trent. We got another scumbag to ferret out.
And this time when I see him, I'm gonna be the one holding a gun up to his head.
Alright, we're also going to check the shipyard on California Minor. Just a Patriot. Okay, never mind. We're going to keep our Star Tracker. Back out into space we go.
Came all this way just to watch TV for a minute.
We got lots of mission details.
I mean, I get it. Because of the exorbitant amount of data that has to be transmitted, and the lines, yes, the lines of communication all struggle in the deep of space. Let's close in on the monitors so broadcasting system doesn't have to use as much energy.
Be safe, annotations, Cadet. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Magellan section. To the Magellan sector in the next part. Although we have to, you know, fly through the California ice field first.
Franz Ferdinand.
Magellan. Based on information I got out of Ashcroft, we found hundreds of artifacts. The convoy we're escorting is bringing them to the LSF research lab here in California.
Awesome.
The existence of the convoy has been kept secret, and only a selected few know about its cargo and destination. If Ashcroft is telling the truth and there really is a traitor working inside the Liberty military or the LSF, this will lure him out. It's simply too good to pass up.
I really should have considered using California as my primary base, so that we could actually use the San Diego station. But I really wanted to try and get Scorpions, and unfortunately, the Xenos are not actually all that prevalent in the California system.
Acknowledged, Commander. The convoy has already left and is waiting at the Barrera Passage. Hold on, we're uploading a waypoint to your neural net.
And in the next episode, we will, we will participate in another escort mission. Be safe, everybody.